All of the world around us has become a world of bits and pieces. It has become a world that has been shattered by ideologies and every vain imaginations of man. It has become a world that is wanton, selfish, wicked, depraved of good things like morality, civility, spirituality, character, values and virtues. That is what the world has become. And there is no reason, there is no other factors that we can see. The events around us today show play to this fact that the world is dying. Everything is dying. Will it ever survive? Will you ever survive? It is important for you to learn to check yourself and see if you're still living, existing, or you're just being pushed toes and fro's by news and waves and doctrines of the earth. It is important for you to confirm if you're still alive, and the only way to know if you are still alive, yet alive, is if you have impact upon the earth. If there are things you could call your own, if there are creations that are your own doing, your own making, your own being. Have you ever had the opportunities of making something out of nothing? If you haven't, I think you need to question your existence, because if you're more than 18, 16, 15, 14, 12, 10, and you have never thought of creating something that is genuine and unique to you, your point of existence, then we should question you if you are yet alive, or you are just being tossed and moved to and fro by ideologies and the rules of men. It is to this end that I think and beckon upon a group of people. There are people who are yet among us, but yet far different. They look like us, but they are not us, because they do not think like us. Deep down, some of them, even yet a lot of them, may not understand who they are, because there is no scope of reference to who they shall become. There is none that has been like them in the times past. Civilizations come and gone. But we must come to unite these people, for they are a special breed, they are a different breed, they are anomalies. Different, separate, disruptive. Let me tell you something that would happen when this set of people blossom to their full potential. They will break the system, they will destroy the systems, they will turn laws and turn the worlds upside down, not in rebellion, not in disruption, not in destructions rather, but in disruptions. There are people who will create things that have never been seen, yet they are among us. They started years ago, times ago. They are different. They come one in a generation, but in our time, yes, in our time, there is a change. We have an awful lot of them, even in this generation. But these people cannot amount to the fullness of their potential if they are not schooled and tutored, and they have not brought to realize the light that is within them, if they are not caused to see the powers that they have within them. For the source of creation is not on the outside, it is on the inside. And these people must be taught to look within, breathe within, live within, experience within, for out of within, the universe within them comes creativity, innovation, and massive disruptions. There are anomalies among us. people who defy rules and laws, people who cannot be captured by the whims of the system. They arise, yet they arise. The world may be against them because the world doesn't understand them. They are a threat to the world that they live in because everything the world throws at them falls apart. These are sets of people who falls upon the sword and do not die. They are people who understand principles and laws and rules that are beyond the operations of the earth. They are people who come in divinity, understanding, sagacity, with all sense of impetus and alacrity. I do not come with some poem, but I've come to push these people out of the darkness and into the light. For now, I repeat, now is the time for them to arise out of obscurity into relevance. But these people need a leader. They need a guide who will lead them through to echo the voice that is within them, the voice that cries for expression, that cries for relevance, that cries for showing forth of themselves. These are the anomalies, and they are yet amongst us. There are people who seem weak but are mighty because their source of strength is not physical. There are people who understand ideas because they realize that ideas are first spiritual. But these people must be taught, they must be shown the way, they must be led in the light. But the interesting thing about these sets of people is they're not led alone, they're led as a group, and that is why it is important for them to find their clusters, for it is in the powers of their communities that they will rise as nation builders, nation leaders, history makers, generational legacies, and torch of light in the midst of the darkness. They are a beacon of hope to a dying world. In fact, I repeat, in fact, they may be, in fact, only them may be the key to save our dying world. For even yet still, if this world cannot be saved, they have the power, ingenuity, creativity, and disruptive assonance to create unto us a new world, showing us a new world, a new time, a new being. These people have come together, and they are still coming together to realize that which lies within us. They will be taught with things beyond our realms, things beyond our understanding. For it is out of that which lies within them that they would understand and see the powers that they have been granted even before the foundations of the world. I do not have all the knowledge, I do not have all the wisdom, but I want to bring these sets of people together for them to find expression and learn. For they have immense power, but if they are not taught characters and rules of conduct, they would grow quickly corrupt because the accuser is round about the corner ready to snatch them. Indeed, many, far too many have been snatched by the accuser, and they have lived wanton and wicked and wasteful lives without impact. But it is time for these people, the true people, the people who have been called separate, different and disruptive, to arise and build themselves and build a nation. For cities must be built before nations can be established. It is rule, the divine mandate. But these cities are not built with stones. These cities are built with flesh and bones and blood. For these cities are people. The Holy Scripture says that for ye are a city set upon the hills that cannot be hid. Cities now are not rocks and pebbles, but people and lives. And it is the responsibilities of these disruptors to show us that it is time for us to recreate, yes, co-create things in a new way. It is time to disrupt the process. All that we have learned becomes useless, for yet purpose beckons upon us onto a new reality, a fresh reality, a big reality. For it is only through there and in there and by there that the world can be saved. For prophecies have it that we are in the time of wisdoms and weapons and wars, and who else, who better still to hold this wisdom, weapons and wars than the people who are not controlled by the system, the ones who the systems have no power over, the ones who yet do not understand themselves, but given time, yet time and half a time, they will understand themselves and grow into the pinnacle of power, supremacy in the hand of the Creator. They become axes, battle axes in the hand of the Shaddai. For it is through this people that righteousness, justice, and equity will stand. They would stand in the knowledge of power, in the truth of ideologies, and they will break differences and pseudo-freedom that has been preached in the world today, and humanism that has become the educational standard of the world today will be broken. It shall be broken, for truth and verity shall come from the lips of the Anomalies. Light shall come from their eyes, and they will lead people into a new way, a new life, a new civilization. For indeed we are in the perihelion of a new time, a new world, a new agenda, a new people. But we must first be founded on a new transition. If we do not transit, there is no way we'll be able to transmit that which has been given unto us, tangible resources, by the one true God. I call the anomalies to arise today and take their place. Realize that which lies within you. You shall be led, so fear not. The keys of authority will be given unto you, and you will reign, and you will rule, and you will fulfill prophecy and purpose. My name is Archangel Kenyele, and this is my call for the anomalies to once again arise for this generation.